Hey guys, Tire Riders 2 here again, and now recovering from a fucking cold and losing my voice. My voice still hasn't recovered 100%. It's like maybe 95 at the most. But yeah, I am just sort of making a random vlog rambling video when I talk about certain characters that inspired me, like characters in like movies and TV shows that inspired me to create characters, inspired a story out of them. This is just something I'm sort of doing out of boredom, so I'm trying to understand a little bit. Yeah. Well, anyways, yeah. As I said, I'm one of those people that's into movies and video games and TV shows and shit like that. But who the fuck, who cares? Everybody's into that shit, right? So, but yeah, I'm making a. But to be honest, yeah, there's always a certain group of characters or a character that usually inspires me. Not just a plot. Sometimes it's a plot, but most of the time it's a character. And I go ahead and name off a few. Let's start with, I guess, Dante, for a good example, from Devil May Cry. I mean, obviously you know where that fucking inspiration came from. I mean, yeah, you can tell by the look of my original character, Tyler, you automatically know who the fuck that is. You know where I got the idea from. Some people think of... The only gripe I have is some people think of fucking Sephiroth when they see him. But nope, it was Dante. But then again, that was the inspiration for the silver hair look. But I'll be honest, Tyler's been with me for quite some time. That character's been with me since, like, what? I want to say second grade. Or something, because like for a while it was me. If you look at my DeviantArt, there's a picture of how he used to look from when I was a kid until now. And yeah, it's been going on quite that long, and I've been drawing that long, and well, I know most of my artwork kind of sucks, or at least try, right? No problem. And as I said, I already have one of my main inspirations is Dante. Another one was Ed from Ed, Edd and Eddy. That's another bit of tie, and also Homer, sort of. He also has super strength and the immunity, and he's also immune to psychic powers. I just sort of thought that one up. I'm still trying to get a backstory on that one. And yeah, I'll be cosplaying him some other time, I guess. What's another character that inspired me and inspired me to create stories? Oh yeah, fucking Mickey and Mallory Knox from Natural Born Killers. That's another good example right there. Well, to be fair, Mickey more Mickey Knox than Mallory Knox, but Mickey just seemed like, or the reason I like Mickey and Mallory is because they're actually very unique characters in my eyes. I mean, to be honest, the story behind Mickey and Mallory, if everybody already knows what Natural Born Killers is, it was supposed to be a satire on media and shit like that. However, and it's also a strange love story on top of that. But what I think is kind of great about Mickey and Mallory is that, well, they are psychopath, cold-blooded killers. You do understand the reasons for them being killers. The fact that they don't kill, or the fact that they had traumatizing lives. Mickey is a very intelligent, smart person. Mallory had a very twisted childhood. Father fucked her, on a daily basis. Mother never paid attention and never spoke a word, mainly because the dad beat her. And it turns out the kid may or may not be Mallory's, which is, yeah, that's pretty fucked up. But that's her childhood in a nutshell, and that's what was so traumatizing. You know, maybe you figure maybe she can't help herself, you know, based around that. And Mickey is actually very intelligent, even though he is also a psychopath. He's actually a pretty smart guy as far as people go. He's not an idiot, and he's not like a crazed psychopath that doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. He's actually a pretty smart guy, which I kind of liked about him. You're probably wondering, where did that inspiration go to? Well, mainly Cameron Deadright, one of my other characters, who is, you know, that she, like, because I had made her a serial killer years ago, and the reason for it is, you know, I have an interest in serial killers, not by, you know, I like serial killers because they kill people or any bullshit like that. It's more or less, I like serial killers because I like to see inside their heads, sort of like that. Anyways, she is a serial killer, and I actually was going to write a backstory for her. Her backstory is, I'm going to write pretty soon here, but, anyways, like I said, you know, her inspiration was Mickey Knox. Another inspiration I got for her was Yamazaki from King of Fighters, because she fights sort of like he does, except she holds two hands in her, she puts both hands in her pockets, and she has a similar serpent slash attack like he does, that fast attack when he goes, ah, and like, it's his, and he like sort of semi stretches his arms. I mean, she doesn't really stretch her arms, she just hits real fast. And then she hits so fast you don't see it comes like that. And she does a quick like that. But besides the point of that, yeah, basically, he was an inspiration. Another one was Ren from Ren and Stimpy. That's where I got the idea for the eyes, because you know she's got pink eyes, and yeah, that various stuff like that. On top of that, I forgot to mention that machete, and also she carries a chainsaw on her back. She uses both of them, and that inspiration was obviously, you know, slasher movies. Yeah, basically, you know, it's a reference to 80s slasher movies. A lot of people kind of figured that out when they saw it, which is cool, but yeah, whatever. Another inspiration was Serena Wicket from Detention. A cartoon that, mind you, wasn't very good. Mind you, it was just a shit about outcasts. Lame plot, lame story, but the animation was okay, I guess. That's about it. She was a really cool character. To be short, she was the diamond in all the shit. She was a pretty likable character, as opposed to the rest of the extremely bland and generic nerd characters. Kid who liked to play with the yo-yo, a fucking kid who was obsessed with comics, two twins that talked a lot, one fucking snitch bitch, a fucking, I forgot the rest of the characters. That's how bland they are. And the only one I remember is Sharina, and she was very inspiring. If you're wondering what Sharina was the inspiration for, it was for the character Rina. A character that a lot of people say was more of an that Orochimaru was more of an inspiration for, because she's got a freakishly long tongue. But at the same time, so does Cameron. And similar to, but I usually compare her more to the Lickers from Resident Evil, because she can kill people with it. Like, as in, like, piercing people like a sword or something, or popping people's heads off like a cork. Like, you know how you twist off a cork? Picture that with her tongue and a human's head, and you have the incident. That's the best way I can compare it. Yeah, anyways, yeah, like I said, that was the inspiration. Yeah, I know, I've been wasting a lot of time, haven't I? Well, anyways, yeah. Probably wondering why I haven't made a video in a long time, just to change the fucking subject. Let's be honest, I'm working at a fucking haunted house now. It's called Scary Acres. It's kind of fun, but because, I get to make fun of people without, hesitation or whatever. But I guess I don't like it working on the weekdays because there's hardly anybody out there, no customers to make fun of. You just sit there in a room, wherever, whether you're in a clown room or anything like that, and just wait for people. And yet the rule is you're only allowed to be in one room You're only allowed to be in one room away from your original room, and yet they keep you. And yet they always put me in the room where I can't talk to anybody, regardless of anything. It, yeah, I usually got chewed out by our boss. I haven't got fired, but I got chewed out like one time. That's no big deal. It's no big deal. But yeah. What more is there to say? Plus, you know, this is from the commentaries I used to make that fucking Sharina is, so automatically we know that. So yeah, that's just a few of the characters that inspired me to create something. Which, by the way, I was thinking of changing Cameron's glasses to be red, similar to Mickey's from Natural Born Killers. You know, I was gonna change that. No, give her instead of giving spectacles, I was gonna give her those red glasses, but I wanted the public to actually see her eyes. No, I guess it might. I guess it works, but I guess you get what I'm saying. Anyways, like I said, what do you guys think? Tell me, what characters inspired you is what I'd like to know, you know? What characters inspired you to create characters, or create a plot, or create you to cosplay or something? Name a character or plot you cosplay. That's all I wanted. That's all. I'm Tyrash 2. I'll catch you later.